yeah, just bawled my eyes out, just knowing what we had all, it's everything that you've gone through over the course of those 7 seasons, not just on the show and the difficulties and the success that we had on that show. And we were fortunate to have a fair bit of success on that show, but we had quite a bit of personal difficulties as well.
Is there a good group chat that you guys are still on? Do you guys still keep in touch?
Dear friend of mine, Archie Panjabi, she's one of my best friends. So we've stayed in touch very closely, and we talk about personal things, we talk about professional things. So to have a friend like that is deeply special. And so, yeah, we stay in touch constantly, and she's helped me out a lot in my career since that period of time. And I'd like to think I've helped her a lot in her career since that point in time. And some of the things that we talked about way back in season 1 and season 2, The Good Wife, of where we wanted to go in the future with our careers. I think we've realized that a little bit, in terms of with Archie. She always talked to me about, she's Indian, and when she was growing up, she didn't see people on TV who looked like her. So both her and I have always had that when we were going to be moving forward into our careers, we're going to be a part of the show and push diversity as just one example. And you'll see that on the Resident from the beginning, is that what I love about this show is it interconnects people from all walks of life. These questions of health, especially now during a pandemic, I hope we realize it interconnects us all. We're all human, and our show is incredibly diverse, and that's something that was important to me from the beginning of The Good Wife, and I'm an advocate for that on this show. And that's one example how that personal relationship with Archie and I, and her sharing her personal experiences with me, has seen the world in a new and different way, and now I can make an impact on this show in that regard. So that's one example of why that relationship to me with Archie is really important.
Definitely. I mean, what was it like, the last day on set of The Good Wife? Because there's always so much rumors and drama that there's tension, but do you remember it just being a happy and fun set that everybody just enjoyed being there and was sad to see this go?
Well, there was kind of two ends for me. Archie left in season 6, and we completed the show in season 7. So the end of season 6, when Archie left, was one, because as I mentioned, she's a really close friend. So that was really, really difficult for me.
Sure.
Because, we lived in New York, and she was basically my acting coach during that period of time, and I was her acting coach during that period of time. And as I mentioned, personally, we're close. So that was difficult. Then season 7 was very difficult because, she wasn't there. She wasn't a piece of that.
Yeah.
And yeah, the things I remember in terms of my exit, I remember going into the makeup room and talking to, there's so many people on the crew that I love, but Andrea, I'll just mention, her word, the makeup artist on the Good Wife, just walking into the makeup trailer on my last day, right before I was getting ready to film, and just having a private moment with her and bawling my eyes out, and she and I still stay in touch. Another personal and professional relationship I've kept is Andrea, the makeup artist from The Good Wife, and is also doing The Good Fight. So just bawled my eyes out, just knowing what we had all, it's everything that you've gone through over the course of those 7 seasons, not just on the show and the difficulties and the success that we had on that show. And we were fortunate to have a fair bit of success on that show, but we had quite a bit of personal difficulties as well, because the other makeup artist who I went in, who was crying with, Helen, she's no longer with us. She's passed away. So there's a lot of life that happens on these productions. There's a lot of relationships that happen on these productions. And just like on The Resident here, I care about everybody who's here. And I want everybody to do the best work that they possibly can do, and the best space and positive space that we can do it in. And I'm hopeful that reflects itself in the product that we're putting out to the audiences.